women spend, they just don't spend on you. And that's the problem, is you.
So I just dropped my app, www.ChisoLifts.com. Online personal training. You got custom meal plans, custom training plans. With the training plans, you got a video showing you how to do all your exercises. You could log in your sets, your reps, the weights you use, and literally every month I changed up your plan. In the description, you got a code BESTU20 at the moment. You can use that to get a 20% discount for life. You know, like example, we live over here. One girl will tell you she lives in, let's say, like Enfield or Edmonton. You'd be like, that's far, man.
Yeah.
And next girl will tell you, I live in Edmonton and Enfield.
And you go and get her.
You'd be like, I'll see you in an hour.
Yes.
Oh, God.
So just stop,
we need shame. You know how far that is?
Yes. Because you're dating goals.
Brother, it's an hour 20 minutes.
Yes.
So you're going to do, hey, where's hour 20 minutes there, hour 20 minutes back, hour 20 minutes.
But when I was younger,
5 hours of your life.
When I was younger, I was that mug. When I was 19, 20, 21, I would drive to North London to pick a girl up to bring her back to mine.
Brother.
That's the kind of idiotic stuff I used to do.
Brother,
yes.
I was doing bus ride.
Yes.
And train ride.
Yes.
And doing
yes.
boat ride and a swim across the Thames.
Because most men are doing the most. Most men are doing the most online, but offline is a different story. Same with women.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you had Summer Walker brought out the album talking about men this, men that. Who's she gonna tattoo on her face? Beyonce was doing single ladies. This whole, if you live your life on social media, your idea of life is going to be warped. Just forget social media, because what's happening in real life is completely different.
Everyone's loving each other.
Like, it's completely different.
Everyone's loving each other.
And everyone is doing things they came in and not doing. People coming online, I don't do this, brother. Just stop this hate for women, innit? And once again, you know me, I pull women on their BS, but it just seems so constant that guys are just rubbishing women online. Just simple paying for date. And remember this, half of the time, you're choosing where to go, you know?
I'll tell you this here, I'm never going to tell a girl, to come out here, and I'm going to expect her to pay. From once I've said, come out with me, I already know that, that's all on me. Like, I don't need nothing from you. Like, brother, you know, another thing is here, I think it's a culture thing. Because, you know, if you travel a lot here, and you go, like, places like Nigeria, Dubai, America, DR, the culture is the men pay for everything. Have you clocked?
Yeah, but
every time you go Nige, that's why when I see girls and they say, oh yeah, I'm going Nige, I'm like, right, you're not going to do enjoyment, because Nigeria is enjoyment. Man, them are not going to let you pay.
Yeah,
and what makes me laugh here, I've seen men from here who move like Scrooge, but the pressure of Nigeria where
they see all the uncles and the babas spending, that's it.
Then they get involved, and I think to myself,
I just don't understand
you can do that here, but I had to explain to like, you see where you spoken about money management, I've broken down to someone about how to them it looks like when they've seen us, man, they've said, we've got, every time I've seen you, Gabriel and that, you always got a table. I said, brother, how many times do you see us out?
I'm really out.
So I said, I had to break it down here. If Gabriel's at my rave, Gabriel's not out. Because my rave is just like, it's chilling with the man them. So that's not out. So it's never going to be a heavy bill on us. So let's say someone like Manny or Rock Boys might have a dance. Even the last time I went Manny's rave, like shout out Manny for the hookup. I went Manny's rave. I didn't even spend a penny for him. Remember I told you? Because by the time I came, Gabriel and them men already had bottles. So to the outside person, it looked like it was a madness. I brought our money and said to you, let me get another bottle. You said, no, we're not going to finish this. So to the person watching this now, you're thinking, we're doing a madness. But you're out Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You might go Friday, you might spend £100 buying a round of drinks. Saturday, the same thing. Sunday, you spent 3 bills. In a month, you spent 1, 2. I've gone to one dance in 2 months. That's a big dance. And I've probably said to the man, we're getting a table. And we've spent, let's say, 150 each. So 150 each will probably bring bare bottles. You lot like love to do camera. It looks like we're doing a madness, but we're probably only doing that 6 times in a year. So you're probably doing 1, 2 in the space of a month. While in a year, we're probably doing the total amount you're doing in the space of a month in a year. So to you, it looks like we're doing a madness. But to us, we know we're not doing a madness, because every other place we go, we're just going to the bar, buying a little drink and keeping it moving. So perception has certain people thinking that that we're going out of control with money, not realizing that, right, if
I'll spend within my budget, mate.
if they're smart with money management.
Within my budget, you're not tricking me out of my position.
Yeah.
And even when it comes to, once again, all this relationship rubbish talk, even when it comes to taking a girl out, do you not have balls enough to tell her where you're taking her? Because you're going to complain about the restaurant you're spending money at when it was you that decided to go there. You wanted to go to Sexy Squid. That's where you wanted to go. And now you're complaining because she doesn't want to split the bill. My friend, you need to budget for both of you. And I'm the first, once again, to say that a woman should try and flinch, yes. But you can't draw a woman out of her house and expect her to pay. And I know you're going to say to me, but women don't ask men to go out. Some do. And even women have said to me, let's go out to eat and drink. I still pay. And you might sit there and ask me, why, Gabriel? Why do you pay? I want to be honest. There's a few reasons.
Hey, you're not going to rubbish him on Twitter and say, that time, Gabriel was there.
Listen,
I said to Gabriel, let's go out. Gabriel came out,
you.
and I took you Sexy Fish, and I splashed 2 bills, and he just went on his phone and just looked at me like a bad bee.
Listen, I pay my way. And what I will say is this. Any of you man who are complaining about girls not spending on you, yeah? I'll tell you why they're not spending on you. They don't rate you. There's no girl I've been around, yeah, for like weeks, months. That's months on end. That's not spent. Women spend. They just don't spend on you. And that's the problem, it's you. And there's some women who have taken me for a ride. And I'm not no old painting.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. You need to know your level in life. And there's sometimes I've batted above my pay grade. And I've been taken to Alton Towers. They've took me for a ride. They've ghosted me. And now we're moving on to the topic of ghosting. Because now I'm going to flip it now, because I've been doing Derek Jackson for the women. Now I'm doing T'Challa now. I'm now going to do Kevin Samuels. I'm now switched. I'm now doing, what's Superman's enemy? Lex
Luthor.
I'm now Lex Luthor. You see the ghosting thing you women talk about, yeah? I'm going to give you an example. So there was one time me and this girl had naked exercise. Okay, we did naked exercise.
Yoga.
We did for you cardio.
Pilates.
Yeah? We did it.
Hot yoga.
I never rang her. She never rang me. I saw her out one day and said hello to her. She goes, I don't say hello to me, you ghosted me. I said,
you ghosted me as well.
I said, hold on, Daphne. I said, hold on. You didn't call me. I didn't call you. But now I'm the brilliant bastard. Some of the times when you lot call ghosting, yeah, you didn't holler me. I didn't holler you, but I'm the one that's the problem. You can see the phone. You can see my name. You chose not to holler at me. But I'm the bad guy for ghosting. And this ghosting thing, in the WhatsApp group the other day, there's girls and guys in this group.
Right, so, you're in a mixed group.
Yeah, so this girl has gone on a date with a guy, yeah? They've done the for me for you. And she's realized that he's got a small for me for you. His thing it's not grown up yet. The volume hasn't increased. So she said she doesn't want to see this guy again. And it's been almost a week, 2 weeks where she hasn't messaged him and he's messaged her to kind of say like, what are you up to? Let's meet up. And she's basically just busy. She's not trying to see him. So I said, you've ghosted him. She goes, no, but how do I tell this guy this is the reason that I don't want to see him anymore? And sometimes we're in situations where something's gone wrong that we don't like. And you don't know how to say to this person. For instance, I've heard a girl say before that she's gone on a date with a guy and she didn't like the way he dressed. So she didn't want to see him again, so she ghosted him. How do you tell? Sometimes, I know it sounds bad, but sometimes the best thing to do is to just ghost. There isn't, because sometimes the truth is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I think with me, when I've been accused of ghosting before, and sometimes it's because, I'm being honest, sometimes I just think I'm not good for you. Let me not break your heart or damage you anymore. Sometimes I can see your damaged goods. And sometimes I know I'm not in the right place to be doing Good Samaritan. I'm not here to fix headlights and bonnets. I'm not here today. And I don't mean bonnet as the car bonnet. I mean this bonnet on your head. That's what I'm talking. I'm not in the place to do that. So I actually want to know what you lot classify as ghosting. Because if you don't holler me and I don't holler you, how am I the bad guy here? This is a bit that I don't get when it comes to ghosting. Because we saw what happened with Piers Morgan and Meghan Markle. Where obviously, I get why Piers was vexed. He's gone out with Meghan Markle. They've gone on a little date. They did a little burgers and cider. They've done a little, the English date, burgers and cider. So he's done his thing. Wait for it. He's then paid for a taxi for this girl to go and meet who? You know she went to go link?
Yeah.
She went to go link Prince,
Yeah.
what's his name? Is it Harry?
Yeah.
And then you don't want me to be angry. And then wait for it. He's then messaged her, no reply. That's ghosting, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You just got to take the L. But as I said before, when women take the L, they add the GBTQ to it. That's the problem. Like, that's the problem. women just they just take the L, and that's what, it's a double time that I've met a girl who might be a lesbian, and most of the time there's always some backstory about what a guy's done to her. Brethren, you can't let a man break your heart and then add GBTQ to the end of the L because just take the L and go home, and that's the biggest problem. Like things go wrong, and I always say that when I've met girls and they've said to me, oh. One girl goes to me, girls always say, oh, I don't really have female friends because women are too bitchy, I've only got male friends. Yeah. Darling, come on, come close, come, listen. If all the girls that you meet are bitchy, guess what? The common denominator is you. Well. Is you, baby love. You are the problem.
You're the head.
Somebody will be at work, oh, my boss. It's always the boss that's the problem, my friend. You don't know how to submit. You get into the workplace and you are the problem. You are the problem.
You know what's mad, yeah? You know what's crazy, yeah? Like, when people, I'll tell you something, a major put-off to me is, when someone talks bad about their ex. Yeah. Once you start talking bad about your ex in front of me, no matter how much I like you, it becomes a turn-off, because I'm like, rah, what if? Yeah. What if me and you date now? You're going to start talking bad about me to someone. Yep. Because I champion my exes. My exes sound like the greatest people ever. Yeah. But it's because I've consciously not remembered any bad times. I just always remember the good times I had with them people. So for me, I could only tell you about the good times because the bad times is not something that I sit around dwelling on and keeping that energy in my body.
That's the part.
To me, it's weird energy.
That's the part I've never got.
You start like, talking bad about your ex, I'm like,
I've never got it. Like, you'll date a guy, and you was enjoying the blow-up bed. While you was together for 2 years, you enjoyed the blow-up bed. You even blew it for him as well. Because he didn't have the foot pump. You know, sometimes you get the foot pump.
You put him out for the
you was blowing it. You was blowing the bed. You said, don't worry, babes. We're gonna get to the double mattress soon, babe. Just to sleep on this for now. We're gonna get. Don't worry about the headrest. Let's just get the mattress after this. Then we're gonna get the bed frame, and then we're gonna do the headrest. You was fine with that blow-up bed. The moment the two of you now break up, you're now doing iOS press release about his blow-up bed. The same blow-up bed you was fine with, and it's the same with guys. Guys, but you know what's funny is that it's very rare you find guys ridiculing girls after a breakup. And it's very rare you find guys coming online to diss their brethren when there's a fallout. Yeah. It's usually women that will fall out with somebody and then come online and spill all their dirty underwear. Why is your pants on the internet? Why is your pants online?
You show your ass.
And that's one thing I don't get is when people fall out, they go online to start discussing their issues online. Instead of you just take the L, and just hold it. You now want to come online.
You want to show your ass.
I've never understood that. Me, and even when it comes to friends, people are too quick to call people
someone
friends.
Their friend.
Like you're not my friend. I probably got 5 friends.
Associate, boy.
Like the rest of you are associates. Yeah. Like you're not my friend. Like there's certain things that you don't know where I live. That's one criteria. Second criteria, you don't know what my mother looks like. So if you don't know, there's few criterias. You don't know what my mum looks like. You don't know where I live. Or I don't know where you live. Or I don't know what your mum looks like. This should be some kind of indication. But people just call, you know someone for 4 or 5 months. Yeah, that's my boy. I know your boy.
My bro.
You're not my bro.
My brother.
You're not my broski.
My guy.
You're not my broski. You're not my broski. And that's why things fall out. That's why people fall out of the most petty things in the world. Like if you're my boy, I will give you benefit of doubt, but you lot are not really friends. And then you're falling out over the most pettiest thing, then you come online to start spilling your patter. You're not putting your pants online. It's not for me.
It's mad, man.
It's not for me.
Like certain times I always think to myself, this social media war and dynamics between men and women, I'm like, when's it gonna stop?
But it's ongoing.
Because in my head, I'm just like, rah. I swear the older generation prior to us went like this.
But when people always talk about our grandparents staying in relationships and they say, oh, how come our grandparents could stay?
Well, you know why that is, innit?
They couldn't go.
They couldn't go nowhere.
Where was Auntie Bukola going or Sister Petra? Yeah. Where was she going in 1950 or 1960?
And she couldn't go back to her parents' house because her parents would send her right back.
Where was it going? Our grandparents and parents stayed together because there was nowhere to go. That's the bottom line. So stop talking about, oh, they were in love. Your grandma didn't work. She had no job. Where was she going to go if Uncle Sylvester left her? Where was she going to go? Nowhere. So that's the reason why our parents stay together. And now women are earning and they don't need to take men's bullshit. That's why a lot of things are happening right now. Let's be real. And also a lot of us men don't know how to adjust to this new life where women are earning. All we've ever had to throw at women is our might and money. Now, the might is gone because back in the day, you could punch your wife in the face. There was no repercussions. You could black her eye like a panda. Nothing was going to happen ever. Nothing. Back then, you had money. Okay? Now, women are earning money. Okay? And we don't know how to navigate through this because you now can't dash. You're buying her champagne. You're buying a small Moe. She's now buying you LP Rosé back. Like, wow. I never told the story when I was in Nigeria.
She's a small boy.
I didn't give that story when I was in Nigeria. I think I've said it before. I was in Nigeria one time, and one girl, basically, she had like a rollie on.
Yeah.
Okay, and one of her brethren was on me. So she came to tell me that her friend liked me. I was like, I don't really like it. She goes, look at you. You don't even have Patek. It's just Rolex, and you're doing. She said, you don't even have Patek. But that day, I thought she was doing rollie. So me, I had my starter pack rollie on, and then she goes, look at you. You don't even have Patek, and you're doing Oga. I said, raw. I said, raw. They're going to rubbish me, but all we've ever had as men growing up is our money and our might.
Yeah.
So if we don't get our way in a situation, we either use aggression or we throw money at the situation. Now, women can ring 999. Yo, Buster bust my eye, man. Like, they could call the police. So now we can't get away with our might, and now we can't get away with our money in most situations.
You know what gives me joke, yeah? Is when certain people might see you and say, rah, a girl might only like you because of how you're built or how much money and da-da-da-da. But I think a lot of people forget, yeah, that a high percentage of women are not social media.
Yeah. They're not on social media at all.
At all. So, like, these women genuinely just like you for who you are as a human being. So, no matter how much money you have, no matter how much muscles you have, no matter how much you look, like, that be your personality trait is not going to sell to them.
Of course not.
It's not going to win them over. So, just who you are as a person. That's why certain times, yeah, when people are like, yeah, my man's a bomb, but blah, blah, blah. He's got the buffer scale, da-da-da. I'm like, my man's a bomb, but he's a really, really nice guy.
Yeah, cool guy.
He's a really, really cool guy. And so, like, even me that's watching from the outside, I could see it and be like, rah, my guy is a nice human being. So I get why.
But I think we need to differentiate between being nice and a pushover. Because sometimes men will be like, they don't know how to differentiate the difference. Me, I don't say I'm a nice guy. I'm a fair guy. I like to be fair. What women don't like, in my opinion, is men who don't have a backbone. Being pushovers. There's a difference between you being nice and you being a pushover. It's the pushover that I believe women don't like. And also, being nice to a woman is not a prerequisite for you getting punani. Or getting anything out of her. So you can't say, but I was nice to her. This brother, that doesn't mean anything.
There's certain men we know that.
It doesn't make sense though.
There's certain men we know that that's their pattern, and it's sad.
Just because you're nice to a woman doesn't mean that should be everything. But I was nice, I was this, I was that. Brother, that doesn't mean anything.
All right, some girl sent me this here a couple of days ago, yeah, in my DM, yeah. So it was a post here. It said Keith and Tamika recently married. Tamika's.
As in Keith Dubé?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Not
just got to clear that. Sorry.
Tamika's a neurosurgeon and earns $400,000 a year. Keith is a manager at Finish Line as a sports shop and earns $44,000 a year.
Wait. She's earning 10%, 10 times more than what he earns.
10 times more, yeah. So it says, after the wedding that she paid for, Keith moves into Tamika's house. She buys him a new Lexus to replace his old Honda Accord and even pays for a 2-week honeymoon to Jamaica. Keith loves Tamika with all his heart and vice versa, and they're happy together. But all Tamika's family friends say she's stupid. Since Keith is the man, is there a problem with their financial arrangement? If they're loved, does the money difference make them unequally yoked? Ladies, if you're a Tamika, or gentlemen, if you're a Keith, could you play that role? So the girl said to me, is Tamika getting played here? Then I said, rah, love is sweet, innit? I said, she ain't getting played. She found love. He just ain't in a tax bracket. He might, with her help, start a business and surpass that. But I said, rah, she goes, the joy that comes with not leading with what do you bring to the table? I said, the problem here is Tamika has got so high up here where she's making 400K a year. I said, any man making that 400K a year, now, most men we know who's making that kind of bread, they move. They move wild. Yeah. Even the ones who are in relationships, they move wild. So I said, rah, she probably seen all them men, dated better than men, and nothing's come of it. Yeah. So she said, rah, you know what? I don't need nothing from anyone. I've got me. Like, nothing a man could bring to my table is going to change anything. So she's like, "Rah, no, I'm actually going to go for who I like." So I said, in reverse, men do that all the time. So I said, instantly, you're thinking she's getting played because the man ain't got money. But I said, most men who've got that kind of money date women like Keith.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I said, "Rah, for once, a woman has done it in reverse. So it don't really mean nothing. She just proper likes it, and she just understands that, rah, like whatever their relationship is, we don't know because he seems comfortable enough with her because it don't seem like she's shaming him for the money he's not making."
But I think what the maddest thing is that what would end up breaking a relationship like that wouldn't even be the two of them. It would be everyone's opinion outside.
Yeah.
It's not going to be those two with a problem. It's what people outside is saying that will probably affect the relationship. So if he hasn't got big enough balls to just accept the comments, you know, people saying, "Oh, but your missus earns more than you. Your missus is buying your car. Your missus is buying." It might get to him in the same way. She might get the comments from her girls and be like, well, "You bought Keith a car?
Yeah.
You like with your own money? Is he paying you back?" But no, as in you paid your own money. Is it in your name? No, it's in his name. We didn't go to school to learn this for you to be doing this, Brenda. Like it's going to be everything external that will ruin their relationship. And most times it's all the yibby yabba from everyone else in a circumstance that affects relationships. So with that money thing, could I be Keith? Me, Oluwa Baba Tunda Ayojo, me be Keith. So I'm on 40K.
Nigerian men got too much pride.
And she's earning 400K. In this house, it cannot happen. And I said, this is just me.